Happy Friday. Well, we got through another week. As always, I got things to do here. I often get quiet because, it amazes me how, my haters, they still seem to think that, the money that they took from me, that I'm not going to eventually get to them, that they're not going to get caught. I'm not interested in, their little AI, inventions or whatever. I commend them for actually doing something for themselves, finally. I commend them for actually doing work for themselves and finding their niche and managing to make money for themselves. It's a shame that they had to start by stealing from me, but if that's how they had to get fire under their ass or something in order, because sometimes money is what motivates people to become active in their own lives, right? And I believe that the money they stole from me is exactly what got them to motivate themselves into getting their own business on cue, or to get into this AI and finding their own voice and their own niche. And now they have to find a way to separate themselves from me and being their own person. And I hope that they find that someday. I hope that they learn to not live under my name, under my life, and find a way to grow in their own name and not live under my shadow. Because if you hate me so much, if you are going, why be a hater all your fucking life? I don't get it. I don't understand. Because all your life you have lived doing the wrong things, scheming, scamming, stealing. And this is what I'm saying. I had this conversation with you guys yesterday. This is not the way God intended us to be at all. God didn't intend us to live by stealing from others. Like, the whole point of being an adult is learning how to live on your own reconnaissance. Studying and learning how to live on your own and achieving your own accolades. So how can you be proud of your achievements if you are piggybacking off of somebody else? How can you truly go to bed at night and be proud of stealing from somebody else? Of living your life and growing, or getting cars, houses, whatever it is that you accumulating, if you're stealing it from somebody else? How could you possibly feel accomplished, is my question. You couldn't possibly feel like you're an accomplished person, like you did it, because that's not smart. Because you accomplish pulling the wool over somebody's eyes, and you think that God is going to give you some kind of points for that shit? I don't get it. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. We go to school, we go to college, the ones that go, or we go to vocational school, whatever the fuck it is, or we learn on the computer how to do this AI or whatever. The point of being, we're going to be proud of ourselves, but the point of being proud of ourselves is knowing how to do it ourselves and getting it done ourselves, achieving it ourselves. But achieving a scam, saying, yo, I jukes that nigga, I got that Vic. That's an achievement? Really? That's an achievement. Not in God's eyes. Not in the, like in the legal system, because you got a judge to be on your side because he's crooked, because the cop that's working with you, because he's a dirty cop. Nothing that you're doing is righteous. Nothing that you're doing is something to be proud of if you are getting it the wrong way. Period. Point blank. That is nothing to be proud of. It's not. It goes exactly to what I'm saying yesterday. God gave us free will. Absolutely, he did. And he allowed you to make the choice. Are you going to be a righteous person, or are you going to live, pulling the wool over everyone's eyes, sitting back, being a bum all your life, and doing all these things on the internet to scam people out of their money? Like, what makes you think that you are better and you should have a vacation to wherever, or take a cruise or party on somebody else's dime that they've worked hard to pay the rent for their family, and they have to struggle, and you go and turn around and scam and take money out of their pocket that they have worked so hard for, just so you can go and party and get high? And that's, oh yeah, I did it, I'm the man, because you scammed somebody else out of their fucking hard-earned money. And how could you possibly be proud of that? Think about it. How could you be proud of hurting another family, of taking the food out of another family's mouth just so you could get high on a boat? Will you think about that for a little bit? This is why the chosen ones are the ones that are going to make it. Not y'all. Because we think of one another's livelihood. We want all of us to survive and live righteously and live in a good environment and have food to eat and live happily ever after. All of us. As a whole. Not just you and your crew and everyone else suffer. That is not the meaning of life. If you think about it, why would farmers farm all this cattle and make chickens and all of that for everyone else who get eggs, for all of these cows? Like, before they damaged everything and poisoned everything. Why would these people do this? For the community to eat. It is for everyone. If they thought like you, we would not have food. Do you understand what community is? Do you understand what the world as a whole means? I don't think so, because you're thinking small. I really think you should reevaluate the way that you live.